Welcome to this Sports Showcase event on Harper TV. I'm Don Morrison with my partner. What is your name?
I don't know.
Bob McCone. Bob McCone is my good longtime partner. We go back to the days at Aberdeen High School. Bob was all-state at Edgewood High School as a basketball player and coached at Aberdeen 10 straight county or league titles and 26 years at Johns Hopkins as an assistant. You've been around, sir.
Yes, and and now I'm an assistant again for a year.
Yeah, I know. Well, anyhow, this game tonight, Bob, I'm really looking forward to seeing C. Milton Wright play. A team that last night defeated Patterson Mill, undefeated in the league, by 63-38 at Patterson Mill. A team that has just played a tough schedule all year, and they've done very, very well. Coach Mario Scott, I mean, he has really brought this, in his second year, he's brought this program up to the top level.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. The thing that I'm impressed most is who he scheduled this year to make his team better. I mean, they beat City College at City College. Great win. You know, Patterson Mill last night, an undefeated team. They lost to an outstanding Edmondson team in a very close basketball game. And they also lost to Great Mills High School from down in Southern Maryland, who plays in an incredibly tough league down there. They're very good. They beat a pretty decent Leonardtown team from down there in the tournament. So, you know, they've gone out of the county, they've gone out of places to play people, and they're really tuning up for the playoffs.
They certainly are. Now, this game tonight, let's not sell Fallston short. They're playing at home. They're coming off a big win against Northeast. They won that game 76-31. Now, Northeast is not great competition, but when you score 76 points against any team and limit them to 31, you've done a good job. And Fallston, if they have a power, it is in their rebounding. They're a team that rebounds tough. They get as many boards as they possibly can. They've been a little weak on the ball handling. They average like 16 to 17 turnovers a game. They brought up a young man by the name of Mike Griffin from the JV, just a freshman. We're going to see a lot of him tonight running the point for Fallston.
Yeah, Fallston is really an up-and-coming program right now. They're young. Their JV team lost tonight for the first loss.
Yeah, the second loss. They were 11-1, but now they lost. But their two best players have been brought up to the varsity.
Yep.
So that happens on JV, you know.
And it was a point game.
Yeah, it was a great game. We had a chance to watch that. I think it was, what, 43-42, something like that?
Something like that,
Just a really, really good game.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to a very competitive game. Fallston in the Susquehanna division, C. Milton Wright in the Chesapeake division. The third game in a row for C. Milton Wright, all on the road, Bob. Now, you've been a coach for a long time. What kind of a, let's say, a challenge is it to play 3 games and 3 nights all on the road?
It's both a physical and mental challenge, but it depends on who you're playing and when you play them, you know, as a part of those 3 games. The one thing about Fallston, for example, tonight, they're starting 2 sophomores. So we're talking about an excellent JV program and 2 sophomores starting at the varsity, and one of them being maybe the varsity's best player. You know, so Fallston, they're coming. And,
Brian Hulk in his 9th year at Fallston. Of course, Mario Scott in his 2nd year. 2 just great coaches, dedicated coaches, the kind of people you love to be around, love to have your kids around.
Yeah, and C. Milton, like you said, they're really, they've really had a great year so far, and I think it's only going to get better. So
you're getting a chance to hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Tom Dixon, and they have a really good sound system here, so you may not be able to hear us. Tom Dixon, he said, about 15 years ago, Coach Sesky said, would you come and do maybe a tournament for us? And he said, here I am 15 years later still doing this just for the fun of it. Coach has also impressed Bill Dixon, the JV coach for Fallston. They defeated Patterson Mill, and he lost the bet. He said, if you beat Patterson Mill, I'll dye my hair orange and my eyebrows orange. So the idiot, of course, they beat him. So tonight he was had the orange hair and the orange eyebrows.
I wonder what that was all about.
Yeah, never bet your team that, you know, I'll do this if you win, because you know they're going to win, just to see if you'll do it. Yeah, really looking forward to this game tonight, that we'll get to see two county teams that are traditional rivals, C. Milton Wright, Fallston. Yeah, you can say Fallston, North Hartford, maybe are rivals, C. Milton Wright, Bel Air. But these are two teams that over the years have played each other. And, you know, a lot of bragging rights here on a Thursday night at Fallston. Lots of kids around us, pretty much a full house.
Yeah, the place is really, you know, pretty full.
C. Milton Wright travels well. You can see across the way that whole C. Milton Wright section is full as they get set to announce the starting lineup for C. Milton Wright. Kane Woodland is a 5'9" senior point guard, averaging 20 points a game and 5 assists. Larry Thompson, a senior, 5'10", 11 points a game, 3 assists. Kyle Ashman, 11 points a game, 9 rebounds, 4.2 GPA student. Noah Clark, the 6th man starting tonight. Dylan Sander, the 6'5" kid, he's going to be a challenge tonight to clear those boards for C. Milton Wright. Coached by Coach Mario Scott, Marcus Wood, DeJuan Madden, Alejo Dukes, and Paul Schau. 11-2 coming in, the C. Milton Wright Mustangs. Brody Fitzke, the 5'10" senior, 3-sport athlete, 9.4 points per game. Bob, one of the sophomores you mentioned, Ollie Schamberg, Shammy they call him, 5'10" sophomore.
Well,
Max Rickard, the older of the Rickard brothers, 6' senior, averaging 17 points a game.
If you would like to stay in the stands, you need to change your vocalization. You cannot say that. You understand? You understand? You. Next up for the Cougars, senior forward at number 10,
Paul Kavik, 6'3", all-state baseball pitcher, headed for Elizabethtown College next year.
sophomore, number 23,
Oliver Rickett, football player, all-county defensive lineman, 9 rebounds. He had 28 points in the first game of the year against Aberdeen.
well, it's going to be interesting because the matchup, the big matchup is in the middle in this game.
Yeah, it is. Now to honor our country, here is our national anthem.
Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
All set to go now here tonight at Fallston High School. The Fallston Cougars 6-7 coming in. C. Milton Wright 11-2, both coming off wins, 3 wins in a row this week for C. Milton Wright going back to last week, and 2 wins in a row for Fallston. So they're on the upswing, both these teams. Bob, as we approach that second season, you know as a coach, you always prepare for, you want to win all these games, but it's all about what happens in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, so to speak. I mean, what you really do is you go through the process of the games and you try to be as effective and as good as you can in all those games, but you also try to get better every time you play. Because when you get to the playoffs, you need to be at your top of your game, or else you don't get very far.
Well, speaking of playoffs, the C. Milton Wright Mustangs are missing their best player from last year, their top scorer, junior Jordan Ross. He's missed the entire first half of the season with a fractured wrist. They're hoping to have him back for the playoffs coming up at the end of the season. So, yeah, they're good, but they're going to get better.
We'll see.
In the dark uniforms, the black with the Carolina blue or C. Milton Wright blue are the Mustangs. In the white home uniforms with the orange trim is C. Milton Wright. Jumping center, Dylan Sander, number 33 for C. Milton Wright, against the number 10, Paul Quebec. Paul, the 6'3", Dylan Sanders, 6'5". Our officials for the night, Derek Floyd, Linwood, I should say Derek Lyons, excuse me, Derek. Linwood, Floyd, and Tyrone Hansborough. Excuse me, Tyrone, I'll get your name right. Tyrone Hansborough. Looks like they've got a little cleaning up to do before we get started. Talking to Joe Collins. Had a chance to, Mr. Kelly was here tonight. His son, Gavin, played back in the 1990-2000 era, and we had a chance to look at some of the films, Bob, going back to 1999. Watching Gavin's son play on the JV now. Makes you feel a little bit old, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, whatever the issue was, it looks like had to do with the...
Well, they had to move them. They had to move their own crowd so they could, their players could sit on a bench.
It's sort of a blackout here tonight for C. Milton Wright, all wearing the black uniforms. Well, here we go, just about ready to get underway. C. Milton Wright versus Fallston. Fallston going from right to left across your TV screen. C. Milton Wright left to right. Sander versus Quebec. Ball goes to C. Milton Wright. Here come the Mustangs. Larry Thompson with the ball. Hands it off to number 1, Kane Woodland. Sander back with the ball. Looks like that collapsing zone from 3 long. Rebound goes out of bounds. It's going to go off Fallston. It will stay with C. Milton. And off the hands of Oliver Schamberg. Mustangs retain possession, just underway.
Fallston's in a 2-3 zone out of bounds. There's Larry Thompson up.
Thompson with the ball. Into the corner inside. It goes back out to the corner. 30-second shot clock goes off. You don't see that very often in high school basketball.
No.
Hey, Bob, I'm glad we have a monitor because all of the Fallston kids are standing up in the student section, and that's what they're entitled to do. Fallston with the basketball, about a minute in the game, no score. Out front it comes. That's Oliver Schamberg.
Sophomore guard, huh?
Max Rickert driving. Has the ball taken away. Hiked away, and Kyle Ashman comes up with the basketball. Looking for 3. Hey, good by Larry Thompson. First points of the game. Thompson averaging 11.5 points a game. To the corner. Double team, back inside. Nice fake and a put up. Good job by Ollie Rickert. Rickert with 2. That was a good look, Bob.
It was. Nice pass inside. He was wide open. And little fake and the ball in the basket. So.
Ball is kicked. Stays with the Mustangs. Double team foul is going to be called. Foul called by Linwood Floyd.
Fouls on Oliver Schaumburg.
Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 11, Jordan Ross.
Simon Wright has a sub, Bob. I don't have that number on my chart. Number 11. We'll have to figure out who that is. From the corner, looking for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Fallston. That's Max Rickard. Rickard double teamed, has the ball taken away, stepped inside. Pass up front, and the conversion. Great pass by Kane Woodland. The conversion by Dylan Sander. Like that, it's 5-2. Driving, little short one-hander, good. That's Brody Fiske. The name sounds familiar. His dad, Scott Fiske, was a National Football League player. Also played in the USFL back in the day with the Baltimore Stars.
Yeah, Penn State grad.
Yeah, he was.
His daughter, Scott's daughter, Brody's sister, Lexi, played basketball here a number of years ago.
Out it goes.
She was a pretty good player, pretty good athlete.
She was that. Scott was a great wide receiver, as you said, played at Penn State and played for the Eagles and the Chargers and the NFL.
Great kickoff return, man.
Yeah, he was.
And I understand Brody's very competitive like his father.
Exactly. Driving, giving it up, looking from the corner. Short on that long shot. Rebounded by C. Milton Wright. Taken away by Paul Quebec. That shot from the corner by Larry Thompson, just a little bit wide. Actually by Max Rickard. Taken away by Fallston. The Cougars have had trouble all year long turning the ball over, so that'll be a key to the game tonight if they can maintain possession.
Well, that just requires a lot of focus and looking where you're passing. And
nice movement of the ball, looking from the corner. That's good. Again, that's the second three-pointer by Larry Thompson. Looks like they gave him just two. His foot must have been on the line. Foul is going to be called. We'll have to figure out who that player is, Bob. We don't have an 11 on our roster, so we'll try to figure that out for you at halftime.
Let me see some.
Fiske to trigger it in. Rickard has the ball knocked out of play. 9 rebounds. All county defensive lineman was Oliver Rickard as a sophomore. Oliver is a sturdily built young man, Bob.
He is that. We don't have a number 11. But
no, we don't.
We have a number 10, and I don't know if that's who that is.
Yeah, Kyle Ashman is the number 10, and he started the game. He's still in the game, so it can't be that one. We'll figure it out for you.
Yep.
Triggering it in. Coming up on the 4-minute mark. From the corner, looking for three, long, rebound. Doesn't draw iron. Rebound taken away by Leo Jones in the ball game for C. Milton Wright.
Junior.
Kane Woodland. Up, shooting, looking for three. That's our mystery number 11. We've got to find out his name because he just got 3 points. Six-point lead now for C. Milton Wright. Inside 4 minutes left in the first. Ten seconds. Nice halfway block. Good job there by 33 Jones, harassing the shooter. Woodland.
Fallston has changed their defense to a 1-2-2 now.
Quebec with the rebound. Off the rim, no good. Knocked away, good block by C. Milton Wright. Scrum for the ball, alternating possession. It'll stay right here with Fallston. 3:18 left in the first. Bob, a very exciting back and forth game.
Yeah, and of the 10 points for C. Milton Wright, 2 threes from Larry Thompson are 6 of those 10.
Yep. So Jalen Madden in the ball game for C. Milton Wright, number 2. And it's a turnover to Fallston. Check it to see Milton Wright. Talked to Brian Holka, and Brian said, hey, we're a young team. We're developing, we're growing. And you look at that JV team, Bob. They are classically good. Long shot off the front of the rim, no good. That was by Kane Woodland.
Kane Woodland's usually a pretty good three-point shooter.
Yeah, he is. Looking for three, long, doesn't draw iron. Good job by Rickard. Rickard is able to knock the ball off the C. Milton Wright player. Ollie Rickard, as he likes to be called. Aiden Robinson, sophomore, just up off the JV in the ball game. Number 55. Out front, looking for three. Good! That shot by Oliver Schamberg. Just like that, the lead is cut to 10-7.
Well, threes make up for a lot of errors.
They really do. Ollie Schamberg with the almost takeaway. Got in that passing lane. Ollie, a sophomore, 9.5 points a game, a football player in the fall. Woodland to Thompson, back to Woodland. Let's see, did it go off a Fallston player? Yep, the officials get together and say, oh, Fallston will stay with C. Milton. Nope, they change it. It's going to be Fallston basketball.
Wow, I thought it went off the Fallston player. I thought it hit his leg.
Yeah, I did too. But there's three officials out there, and they came to a consensus. So who are we to say, huh, Bob?
Obviously, the vote was 2-1.
Take it away. That's Woodland. Woodland with the pass. The conversion. Hitting Jones.
Lob dunk.
Side. Wow. Great pass by Woodland. Blocked away by C. Milton Wright. The foul is going to be called. Boy, Leo Jones caught that ball in midair and stuffed it quicker than I could even say. Here is that replay. You'll see the great pass. Caught, shot, basket. That's a highlight reel right there.
Right there. Lob dunk. You don't see too many of those in high school basketball here.
And Jones is only 5'11", so he got up.
He looks a little bit bigger than that.
I agree, yeah.
He looks more like 6'2".
Ollie Rickard to shoot the ball, shooting two. 2 minutes exactly left in the first. 5-point lead.
I'd like to know how much he weighs, because you said he's a defensive lineman.
Yeah. All County is a sophomore.
And wow, I mean, he looks like he weighs like 185 pounds, 190 pounds maybe.
Yeah.
That's a little thin on the defensive line.
As a sophomore.
Yeah.
This is the second. Off the fingertips, it'll stay. It'll go to C. Milton.
Guys who play like that with his bodybuilder are usually wrestlers.
Yeah.
You know, with that great quickness off the snap.
Timeout on the court. Max Rickard, the senior, his little brother, Ollie Rickard. I guess it's kind of hard to call Ollie Rickard the little brother, right? Maybe we just call him the younger brother, huh?
Well, that's usually what he is, but
I tell you, brothers on a team, that's an interesting dynamic, and I know you know that, having coached brothers. There's the sibling rivalry, the support each other has for one another, but the competitiveness between the brothers. You had the Davis brothers at Aberdeen.
One played and the other one didn't. So
yeah. And the Mitchell brothers, I'm thinking of Skip and Mike.
Two of the most unselfish players I've coached, so that wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
Because my dear friend Mama Mitchell would have straightened that out quickly.
Upside the head.
No, she would not have. She would have politely talked to them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Skip and Michael. Michael went to where?
He went to Drexel, and Skip played at Loyola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the, I guess, what, the late 70s we're talking about?
Yes. Well, yeah, the late 70s for, and then Mike graduated either 79 or 80.
And Bob, they played volleyball as well. What a team Aberdeen had in volleyball during those days. Can you imagine 6'7" at the net?
Well, Skip was 6'4", and Mike didn't become 6'7" until the day he graduated.
Nice rebound. That's Jones again.
From Aberdeen.
Jones has really played a game here tonight off the bench. He's got 4, including that thunderous dunk. Team up by 6.
Now, Mike also grew 4 inches in college, so he was 6'11" when he graduated.
Ball away, no good. Rickard with the rebound. Dropped away. Jones has it. Here he comes. On the move. Knocked away by Fallston. Good defensive job by Brody Fitzke, knocking that away. Went it just like...
Quick hands.
Yeah. The football hands.
Mike Mitchell was also a draft selection of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Michael Holcomb, another sophomore. They call him Baby Zion. Michael Holcomb. From the corner, foul is going to be called. Thompson fouled. He'll be shooting 3. Fitzke with the foul. Thompson already with 5 points, has a chance now to make it 8 if he can make these 3. Brody Fitzke pleading his case with the official. I don't think he's going to get very far, Bob. There you see Mario Scott, the fine second-year coach. Bob, coaching AAU, he has coached so many, he's said about 100 kids that have gone on to play college basketball.
Yeah, you coach AAU for a long time in the right place with the right players, and you'll have that happen.
Josh Hart, Luca Garza, and Malcolm Miller, NBA players that Coach Scott coached along the way in AAU.
David Grace, who played for me at Aberdeen way back when, his dad, Jerry, was a long-time mechanic at Adams Jeep. He coached AAU teams like that in Phoenix, Arizona, and he had a lot of big-time players.
Excuse me, Fitzke with that basket, just the right man in the right spot.
Yes.
Broke that run by C. Milton Wright, 17-10. Closing seconds here of the first period from the corner. Long, no good. Baby Zion gets it. Woodland, Thompson. Time running out. 42 seconds left here in this first period.
6 seconds on the shot clock here, so we'll...
3 new players in for Fallston. Quebec. First time we've seen Rommel in the ball game. Drew Rommel, number 12. And 21, Logan Schweitzer in the game. From the corner, it's going to be off the rim. Baby Zion gets the rebound, gets the basket. It's good. Michael Baby Zion Holcomb.
The basket is good. Michael Holcomb shooting one.
The old-fashioned three-point attempt here. Good shot. Nice rotation on that basketball. Quebec. Pressure. Almost loses it. Triple teamed. And taken away by C. Milton Wright. 20 seconds left. And thrown away by C. Milton. No. They said it went off a Fallston player.
Off his shoulder.
Yeah, Mustangs will retain possession with 20.2 seconds. Shot clock is off.
You're up by 10. You might as well just take your time and get the last shot.
Woodland playing that point guard position.
All right, it's time to go.
5 seconds. Thompson from the corner, off the back of the rim, no good. Side of the basket, actually. Side of the backboard, to be exactly correct. That'll end our first period with a 20-10 lead by the C. Milton Wright Mustangs. For the Mustangs, Thompson had, 8 points. He had those 3 free throws when he was fouled in a three-point attempt. Also has a three-pointer. 6 points for Michael Holcomb off the bench. Actually, 3 points. We've got to figure out who that number 11 was who got the other three-pointer. We'll hold that in abeyance until halftime. We'll get that message for you. So 20-10. Bob, what have you seen so far in terms of how each team has played?
Well, Fallston defensively is playing their zone, and they've tried to mix up their zones into 2-3, a 2-1, 2-1-2, and a 1-2-2, and you know, they've been competing. The problem is, once Milton Wright gets the basketball and they can push it and they can create space, they score. And you know, Fallston has to kind of do everything right and not turn the ball over and get good shots, you know, to stay in the game. So Fallston probably has to slow the ball down a little bit and run their offense until they get the shot they want with the person they want. You know, Milton's got a number of people who can really shoot it and go get it off the glass. So, you know, it might be a tad easier for them.
Jalen Madden in the ball game, number 2, triggers it in. Thompson, Madden now, and Woodland. Madden passes up the shot, gives it back to Woodland. Thompson thinks about it. Baby Zion with the ball. Great pass inside. Foul is going to be called. Jones. Well, that's unselfish, Bob. When you have a chance to shoot the ball, you see a man a little closer to the basket, pass it all.
Well, that's a basketball play, and he's a sophomore and makes that play. That's impressive.
Jones had
unselfish young man.
Had that thunderous dunk before. There you see Coach Scott. Likes to be called Coach Mario.
I mean, just because Mario is his first name.
Exactly. He said sometimes when he's in a light mood, his players can call him Scotty. Did anybody ever call you Bobby, any of your players? No.
None of my players, but my grandmother did when she was angry at me. Bobby? The English accent in there. The whole.
But Fitzke, rebound, foul from behind. Good job was by number 5, Max Rickert.
Max Rickert's done a nice job for Fallston so far tonight.
He has, yeah, the 6-footer senior. 17 points a game. Yet to score tonight, so
yeah, but he's been doing a lot of things.
Through.
He's been rebounding for them. He's been significant at the defensive ends.
The back of the iron, no good.
So I just put the kiss of death on him, huh?
Oliver Rickert, little brother, younger brother in the ball game. Oliver, the sophomore. Oliver with 3 points. Makes the second.
Oliver's quick.
Yeah, he is.
He just made a move from the second spot to go get a rebound if it would come off, but really quick move.
Thompson. Oh, great pass again. That high-low pass. Looking, Madden hits the 3. Well, they can beat you in so many different ways.
Yeah, by putting more points on the board on you on a consistent basis, by pressuring you and getting steals like right now.
Michael Holcomb, just a sophomore. He likes that nickname, Baby Zion, after Zion Williamson.
Well, as long as he grows to 6'6", or you know, whatever.
Taken away, that's Rickert. You mentioned before, Rickert shoots it and makes it. Nice fall-away jumper by Max Rickert.
Tough shot.
That's a shot where you say, no, no, and then yes. Just like I planned it, right, Coach?
Yeah.
If it goes in, it's a good shot.
I usually say nothing until it goes in. If it goes in, then I smile a little. But if it doesn't go in, then we have a conversation.
From the corner, that's Madden. He's got 2 of them. 2 3-pointers. Rickert. Offensive foul is going to be the call. Taken by Jones. Probably the right call, Bob. Could have called a walk, maybe.
He didn't walk.
He sort of used his defensive lineman move. What do you think?
Well, he was going to the basket, and he did what he did.
A 15-point lead for the Mustangs. They led 20-10 at the period. Now they're up 28-13, as you see. Very impressed by this Mustang team, Bob.
Well, they do a lot of nice things. I mean, and like I said, they've beat some good teams. Ooh, nice shot.
Leo Jones, this young man coming off the bench, now has 8 points. Leading all scores.
I've been impressed with him. He's done a lot of nice things.
He has.
Including the 8 points.
Yep.
I mean, that jump shot right there, you get a guy in the post, who, you know, at the high post who can just catch that and turn and put that 15-footer in right away. And that opens up a lot of shots for your wing players.
And just a junior. A lot of these players are young players.
There's a foul there.
Foul is going to be called. Ollie Schamberg fouled.
I mean, C. Milton has seniors, but they also have a lot of underclassmen that are going to be good players.
Yep. And of course, we remind you about the junior Jordan Ross, who isn't playing, has a broken wrist, and they think he'll be back in time for the playoffs. Almost a backcourt.
And Fallston's, like I said, is young and upcoming.
Rickard. Nice recovery. Good.
12.
Number 12, just into the ball game. That's Drew Rommel with a three-pointer. Nice inside pass. Can't get it off. Bob, I'm really impressed with the inside game of C. Milton, that high post to the low post. Yes. They catch the ball in the high post and turn and look for somebody under the basket.
Honestly, Don, that's basic basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get the ball in the high post, you teach your bottom guy to duck in and seal, and then you give him the basketball and let him go to work.
Bob, that was Jones again with an interception. You're right, he has just played a whale of a game off the bench.
See, like, I like that.
Woodland, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Rickard.
See, Milton went inside, and then they went outside.
Yeah.
And had an open shot, and just didn't go in.
Very unselfish team. You got 4 players that are averaging over 10 points a game. Quebec looking for 3, short. Rommel, very smartly, knocks the ball off the C. Milton Wright player.
They also have a lot of guys with assists, which means that they're passing the ball and sharing the ball.
Yeah.
And you can't beat a team with willingness to share the ball these days.
Ollie Schamberg, trigger the ball in, the sophomore, 5'10". 9.5 points a game. Football player is Schamberg. Schamberg looking for 3. Oh, got it! That ball rolled around and went right back in.
Spilled a little bit like Zeke from Cabin Creek, Jerry West. A little smaller, but got those kind of arms Jerry West had.
Looking for 3. That's our number 11 again. Jones gets the rebound, can't get it to fall, and our number 11 has 2 points
number
now.
5. Oh, 11, yeah, got it. Looked like a... Wow.
We will get his number for you and his name.
And get me some glasses.
Jones going to be fouled on the floor. I am just impressed with the way he's able to move with the basketball. And you're right, Bob. They said 5'11". He looks a little bigger than 5'11".
Yeah, he's like 6'2", 6'3", maybe.
And again, just a junior. Brody Fritzky in the ball game, along with Max Rickard. 32-19 as you see the score here, late in this second period. Nice inside pass. Corner, no good off the back of the rim. Looking for 3. Rebounded there by Fallston. Hayden Robinson. Rickard unable to make the basket. Madden with the rebound. 1-on-1. Drives up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by our number 11. He's got 7. Pardon me, I just don't have his name on the roster. We'll find it out at halftime.
And then we'll give him all the praise he deserves.
Exactly. Boy, that ball in and out. Looked like it was down for Rickard. Came right back out. Good job by Kane Woodland. Woodland on the runner. Gets it to fall. That's his first 2 of the night. A point guard, Bob, you know his responsibility. Distribute the ball. They get to make a basket once in a while. That's a bonus. For three, way outside. Good by Ollie Schamberg. That's his third three of the night. He's got 9 points. That was a Caitlin Clark three-pointer.
It's a very nice move right there.
Yeah.
Get open, put that shot up.
Here comes, you'll see he's going to shoot this ball, Bob, from maybe about 27 feet.
A little closer than that.
You'll see he steps back.
No, he steps up. It's about
and puts
24.
It in. 24 and a half.
Okay, I'll give you that.
We're speaking of Caitlin Clark, and again, the great Iowa senior. I mean, watching her play, Bob, is like watching a maestro at his craft.
At her craft?
Yeah. Watching the maestro at his craft. Caitlin Clark at her craft.
Well, why couldn't the maestro be a woman?
It could be. It could be. You caught me there. See, that's your guidance counselor coming in there, showing me, you can't
that's my wife and my daughter coming in.
That's also a good point.
And my granddaughters. So it's
Todd Morrison along with Bob McCone bringing this game. Boy, it's just a pleasure to be here. Got to saw Joe Collins, who coached here. We were watching the film when we were watching the Gavin Kelly play back in '99, the film. Joe was the coach at that time, back in the day.
Back in the day. In high school, Joe won a state championship as a player at down in one of in Montgomery County schools, and
nice fadeaway.
One of the teams they beat in the semifinals was Aberdeen.
Max Rickard with the basket. By the way, Kyle Ashman with the basket for C. Milton Wright. His first two of the night. 2 minutes left. Woodland, nice reverse layup. He's got 4 now. Well, that was a nice move, though.
Well, his jumpers hadn't been falling, so he went to the basket.
Rickard unable to corral it. Jones gets it up, won't get it to the ball. Gets his own rebound, still won't go. Taps it up, it won't go. Taps it again, it won't go. Finally, Fallston comes away with the rebound. Ollie Schamberg. Boy, that was where you get a lot of rebounds. Looking for three, good! By Ollie Schamberg. He's got 9 in this period alone, 12 total.
Yeah,
I'd say you probably ought to guard him. What do you think?
Well, it probably would help. I mean,
Woodland. Well, nice reverse. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Rickard.
All he had to do is lay it up right-handed or left-handed. You got to be pretty.
From the corner, looking for 3 off the back of the rim. No good. That was Max Rickard. Madden.
Don't invent shots.
Inside a minute left in the first half. In an exciting first half. Oh, he doesn't get it to fall. Jones went up. It looked like he was trying to lay it in rather than dunk it. Woodland with the interception, and the foul is going to be called. Boy, when Leo Jones sees that replay, he's not going to be happy with himself.
No. That's 2 that he's missed that really he should have made.
Yeah.
And he's been playing so well.
Yeah, he has.
It's been, this is getting a little more exciting now.
Yeah, we're talking about Moses Malone, and he's a great rebounder, but he got about 5 of the rebounds from himself.
Yes.
He would sort of tap it up and rebound it, tap it up. Leo Jones has been doing that here tonight.
Well, I don't know if it's in Leo's contract. It was in Moses' contract. So he threw it to himself because he got offensive rebounds and to get a bonus.
See no right, moving the ball around. Lots of time on the shot clock. Inside 30 on the game clock. Woodland from the corner. Long rebound, Fallston. Rebound by Schamberg. Here comes Rickard. Gives it up to Schamberg. Back to Rickard. Rickard goes for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes to Thompson. 1 second. No good there at the end of the half. As you see our score, 40-27.
At both ends of the court at this gym, there's a clock. and you should be able to get that shot off before the buzzer.
Bob, your evaluation of the first half, exciting, I would say.
It had its moments. I mean, Milton Wright was a little bit better overall. They get up and down the court a little bit better. They rebounded at times a little bit better. They had Larry Thompson was hot with threes in the beginning of the game, and then 33, he had
Leo Jones.
Leo Jones, he came in and did some really nice things off the bench. And Fallston started okay, and then it got slow when they got down, 20-10, and then, by 30-18 or something. And then it's kind of stayed the same since then.
And I think Milton Wright likes the pace of the game. They like the up-tempo.
Yes.
Fallston, as you said, would be much happier to slow it down. The trouble that Fallston has is, again, they haven't developed, at this point, a point guard who can move the ball around.
Well, it really takes 5 guys to move the basketball around. All a point guard has to do is make sure everybody's in the spot they should be in, and then set a screen or somebody should be open and make the first pass, and then the point guard gets lost in the traffic after that until they need them.
Well, we'll take a break here at half. Ali Schamberg with 12 points leading all scores, all 12 of this, all 4 completed three-point plays. Don't go away. We'll be right back with the second half. Well, we're back with you at Fallston High School. Our score here at the halftime, the Milton Wright Mustangs leading by 40-27. It's been, Bob, about what we thought we would see. Milton Wright, a first-class team, a team playing for the 3rd straight day on the road. I don't see any indication of being tired legs, or maybe, as Brian Hulk has said, the Fallston coach, maybe they'll just look past us. It looks like they're focused on in this game.
Well, what Coach Scott has done basically is that he has played a lot of people. And so he's keeping fresher legs by getting the kids to play and then sitting them and resting them, and giving them a pretty good rest. So.
And Bob, speaking of people, I said we were going to find out 11's name at halftime, and of course we did not.
We will.
Bob is going to journey down and find out the name of number 11. So you'll have to put up with me doing solo here as we find out the number 11, what his name is. He does number 11, 7 points. So here we go with the second half. Again, the Milton Wright Mustangs looking to pile up 3 wins in this same week, having defeated Edgewood, and then last night defeating Patterson Mill, a team that was unbeaten in the Chesapeake Division, and now facing Fallston, a Susquehanna Division team. Meantime, the Cougars, having won 2 games in a row, they are back up to 6-7. We talked about this young team, the Fallston Cougars, a team to be reckoned with. Their JV team, 11-1. They lost tonight to go to 11-2 after they lost 2 of their players going up to the varsity. So good times and good news ahead for Fallston in the future. Here comes my partner back, and I think he's going to have information on who that number 11 is. Come right on back here, Mr. Bob, and tell us all about number 11.
Jordan Ross.
Okay, Jordan Ross. We had him.
He's on the.
Yeah, we don't have him on the roster. That's why we didn't mention him. Jordan Ross is his name. We'll talk more about him here as we begin the second half. Fallston with the basketball. They are going to retain possession. Cougars, as we said, 6-7 on the year. There you see Brody Fitzke to trigger the ball in. Brody, a 3-sport star, 9.4 points per game. Plays football and lacrosse. Max Rickard. Thompson on him. Inside to Oliver Rickard. Nice move by Oliver Rickard. Well, he got that ball to go in, Bob.
Yeah, there's some people who think he could be a very good basketball player.
Yeah. Again,
he's
just
only a
sophomore,
so,
Bob, we talked while you were away, we talked about the youth of this team, the fact that their JV is so good. and that they've got 2 young people up off the JV tonight, starting 2 sophomores to begin with.
And understand that
That's
Milton brought
Thompson.
up a freshman JV player tonight.
That's Thompson, Larry Thompson. That's his second 3. He's got 11, second leading scorer in the game. Second to Schamberg. Taken away, that's Jones. Driving up and good. Leo Jones, he's now got a total of 10 points. Leo Jones, not only a big man who operates well inside, but I'm impressed with him in the open floor.
Oh, yeah, he can run. I mean, he doesn't slow them down, that's for sure.
We said we would talk more about Jordan Ross, a young man who impressed us off the bench with 7 points in that first half.
Yes, he's played very well.
Rickard, 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Karam taken away by Noah Clark. Checked by Jordan Ross. Foul going to be called.
Jordan Ross is on the bench right now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Noah Clark who made that play. Thompson shooting 2. Thompson with 11. Make it 12.
And this is the problem when you're behind. If the other team comes out in the beginning of the third quarter like this and just scores 8 points, now instead of being down 11, now you're down, 19.
And check me, Larry Thompson that made that shot. He's now got 13. Rickard. Quebec. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Fallston. This is Sean Lauderdale in the ball game. Sean, a freshman. Big kid for a freshman, Bob.
Well, you see, Milton has a lot of young kids on their varsity, too.
Yeah. Rickard, nice shot.
It was a very nice shot.
Kissing it off the backboard and in.
He knows his best friend, that box right up above the basket. You put it in that box, ball pretty much has to go in the basket. You hit that box.
7 points for Rickard. Woodland cut off. Thompson looking for 3. Gets it off. It's good.
Not only looking for 3, but he buries the 3.
See, I think maybe they should try to guard him a bit. What do you think? He's got 8 points. He's got 9 points here in the third period alone.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to get a little closer to him.
Into Rickard. Rebound. That's, again, Leo Jones. Woodland. Woodland's going to shoot the 3 and make the 3.
Done.
Kane Woodland has 7 now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think we were calling Leo Jones. I do apologize. We've got another 33 down. The 33 is actually Dylan Sander, who's been making those baskets. Pardon me. Again, we have 2 33s listed on our score sheet. Thank you, Bob. So all the great things we've been saying about Leo Jones, transfer those over to Dylan Sander.
Are we sure?
We think. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's got to be Dylan Sander. He's averaging 17.7 and 11 rebounds. And so, yeah, we got
Dylan Sander.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
That. I'm doing well. You?
A spectator's been watching us here on the live stream. Comes and tells us that is Dylan Sander and not Leo Jones. I do apologize for that. We had 2 number 33s on our roster.
Especially to his parents.
Yeah.
And his family. Big apology.
Yep. And thank you for the young man who came up and told us as well. And thank you, Bob, for pointing it out. So 33 is Dylan Sander. And there's Dylan Sander with the takeaway. Oh, great pass. Sander with the conversion. Give a lot of credit on that play to Kyle Ashman. Caught the ball and gave it up to Sander with the basket.
Well, one of the reasons I feel bad is because the young man has played really well tonight.
He really has.
You know, if he played poorly tonight, everybody would be glad he mentioned some other name. But, you know, he's played really very well tonight.
And speaking of playing well, there's Kyle Ashman.
Well, speaking of playing well right now, C. Milton's on another run. And they've just blown this game from 19 to 27.
Yeah, they've led all the way, but now they sort of can name their score at this point, it appears. Nice turnaround, won't fall by Rickard. Thompson has the ball taken away, but I think he's going to be fouled on that play. Yeah, Dylan Sanders, 6'5", his second year as a starter, 17.7 points a game, 11 rebounds. Dylan with a 4.1 GPA. By the way, Bob, this entire team, if you take the whole 12 players on the team or 10 players, their CPA average 3.9. That's not bad.
I'm not going to say that they could have taken your GPA, my GPA, and hopefully it would have got to
for 4 years.
We added them.
Yeah. Rickard with the takeaway. Max Rickard. Cougars moving around. Cut off. Aiden Robinson. It was Drew Rommel with the shot. Blocked. Foul is going to be called. Foul on Dylan Sander. Paul Kvek shooting 2. Makes the first. Yeah, Oliver Rickard had 4 points coming into that shot. That's the first points that Fallston has scored other than the 4 by Oliver Rickard. 5 points this entire period. Front of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Nice job by Drew Rommel. Rommel with the rebound and won't fall. Did everything right except the ball just didn't go in the basket.
Basket was too close.
Ball goes over to Milton Wright. Kyle Ashman sits down. Brody Hitchcad in the ball game, number 21. Travel is the call. They'll go over to Fallston. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the third period.
Fallston needs a little run here to get things excited.
Rickard cut off by Thompson. Baby Zion, Michael Holcomb.
He's thick.
Yeah. And he is a sophomore. Doesn't look like a sophomore. Bob, when I was a sophomore, when I was a senior, still no. Nice looking shot. Max Rickard. Rickard, nice job there knifing in, getting the basket.
Fallston's played that zone all ball game.
Good takeaway by Rickard. Rickard with the basket. Rickard now has 9. Max Rickard, the 6-foot senior, 17 points a game, leading scorer on this team. He's now got 9. Thompson shooting 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rickard again. Spinning up. Won't fall. Rebound to Brody Hitchcad. Woodland. Pass by Woodland, and the foul is called. So Bob, there's the point guard penetrated, got the people to come to him, and then passed the ball off.
Yeah, it's really nice when the point guards lead the offense. A lot of today's point guards just go coast to coast or pull up and shoot the threes and become the focal point of the offense, and 4 guys watch them.
Sean Lauderdale, the freshman for SEMO tonight, looking for his first point of the night. Nate Decker, number 2, coming in for Fallston. Oliver Schamberg back in the game. Along with number 55, Aiden Robinson.
Yeah, Jalen Madden in for C. Milton.
Foul is going to be called. Foul against Holcomb.
Yeah, the official got a little help from some of the Fallston fans in the stands on that one.
Officials have done a nice job tonight. That was Tyrone Hansborough making that call.
They haven't gotten in the way of anything tonight, the officials.
Yeah, good point,
nice.
Bob.
When you don't know who they are or you don't hear them, and you can't point at them,
then they've done their job.
Yep, then you get excited.
And we talk about 3 officials, which we have tonight, or 2. And, I mean, each one you have more calls perhaps because you have more officials to do the calling. They've done a really nice job. I like how they've gotten together when there was a controversy over who had the ball.
Yeah, it seems to me like these officials have worked together before, and they're confident in their own ability and ability of their 2 partners, and that goes a long way to be a good official and be a good official team.
Brody Fitzke now with 5 and 6. Brody, a senior, as we said, a 3-sport player, football and lacrosse. Larry Thompson in the ball game, sitting down as Woodland, so Thompson will take over the point guard responsibilities. Madden looking for the freshman. Doesn't draw iron. Fallston fans have a few things to say about that air ball.
I mean, like air ball.
Yeah, that. 58-38, a 20-point lead, as you see, for C. Milton Wright. Rickard gives it up. Shot clock at 7. Whoa. Foul is going to be called. Losing his shoe is Holcomb. Going to the line. Shooting 3 will be Oliver Schamberg. Schamberg had 12 points.
The one thing that I recognize about C. Milton tonight is they have a lot of depth. They bring some nice players off the bench, and goes a long way to help you win.
Again, we talk about the junior Jordan Ross, who is expected back sometime this year. Averaged 15 points a game last year as a sophomore. He was second team All-County. Some people say maybe the best all-around player on the team last year. Broken wrist, so he's been out the entire year, and they're hoping he'll be back in time for the playoffs.
I wonder what kind of wrist he broke. It took that long to get healthy.
Yeah. Makes the second.
Yeah.
Now with 13 for Schamberg.
I broke my wrist in 6th grade, which was the best thing that my right wrist, which was the best thing that ever happened to me, because I learned to do everything left-handed then, and it helped in everything I did after that.
Good point. Not that you'd want to break your wrist to make it happen, but
no, probably not.
It turned out to be good in the long run. Mustangs with 7 seconds now. Thompson, he'll shoot the mid-range jumper, won't go. Doesn't draw iron. Rebound to Schamberg. Rickard. Second, not Rickard, but Fitzke. Rebound off to Jordan Ross. And that will end the third period with an 18-point lead for the Mustangs.
Yeah, C. Milton just opened it up a little bit, and it kind of flattened out there a little bit at the end of the third period in the last minute or so. You know, Fallston's got to bring, to start this fourth quarter, Fallston has to bring a lot of energy.
Thompson with 17 points leading all scorers. Schamberg for Fallston has 14 points. Yeah, I mean, if you're Fallston, you're facing C. Milton Wright, a team that is upper echelon kind of a team. You know,
yes.
Realistically, you know, winning, yeah, it would be nice to win, but let's put on a good show. Let's grow from playing this team, and I think that's what they've done here tonight. Even though C. Milton Wright has played very well, Fallston has shown spurts of being a team that you have to look out for, Bob, in the future.
Yes, but the future won't be this year.
No.
It's you know, they've got some nice young players. They've got a nice JV team. You know, they'll be in the mix, you know, hopefully starting next year. Now, it might take them a little bit in the beginning of the year to get it together, you know, because they'll have a lot of young, real young kids. But there's talent.
Yep.
There's talent coming. And so, but C. Milton Wright has young talent also, and they have talent coming.
Brian Hulka, the 9-year coach for Fallston, sending his team out for this fourth period. Jalen Madden, number 2, will trigger it in to Kane Woodland.
He's played well off the bench.
Has Madden, yep. As has Woodland, number 1. Interception by Quebec. Taken right back by the young man you just mentioned.
Well, we also have our number 11 in the ball game.
Yeah, that's Jordan Ross.
Yes, there he is right now.
Ross says a little bit long.
Now that we know his name, he's not going to make baskets for us.
Fitzke. Again, I apologize 1,000 times to Dylan Sander. We had 233s in our roster for some strange reason. Rickard, I'm not sure that pass was supposed to go to him. He ended up getting it and making the basket.
One thing you worry about with a team with a 16-point lead is, are they going to come out and jack it up and not make the shots? But then again, Jalen,
yeah, Madden, he puts nothing but net.
Yeah, he just puts a 3 up and just puts another little, you know, you're starting to get beat by cuts from 1,000 daggers.
Yeah. And you said it, Bob, about their depth. Rickard blocked by Kyle Ashman. Ashman has showed a lot of hops on that one. Woodland, boy, nice job getting rid of the basketball. Madden. Back out to Woodland. Oh, great pass inside. Sander with the conversion from Woodland. Sander with the basket.
I was talking to some people before this game. They think he's the best post player in the county right now.
Boy, that's a nice double team. Rickard turned his back. Was double team. Woodland says, I'm here. I'll make it. Woodland now with 10. His second 3 of the night. Boy, nice drive. Brody Fitzke. Fitzke now with 8. Ross, Sander. Woodland says, I'll try it again, and I'll make it again. Wow.
He's being recruited by Goucher College. I do know that.
Is Kane Woodland?
Kane Woodland, yeah. A couple other schools are looking at him, but Goucher for sure has a great deal of interest in him.
He's got 13 points, 20-point average on the year, 5 assists. I mean, he's a kid, not a big kid at all, either there you're seeing the replay, either in height or in weight. But he's a kid who plays bigger than his size, if you will.
Well, he's played he's played in 3 good programs now. I mean, his first 2 years, he played at Archbishop Curley when they were very competitive in the MIAA. And then last year he played at Parkville, which, if I'm right about this, they won a state title, or they were in the finals, one or the other. And you know, now he's playing at a very good C. Milton Wright program. So he's played with a lot of good basketball players and a lot of good teams, and you know, some really good coaches.
You talk about C. Milton Wright. Mario Scott has just done a wonderful job. 18-5 last year, lost to Edgewood in the second round of the playoffs. This year he's off to an 11-2 start. And as you said, Bob, the 2 losses against 2 high-powered teams. The Mustangs are going to be a team to be reckoned with in the playoffs. From the corner, Rickard with the rebound and the basket.
Those losses were also early in the year when you're getting your team to come together. So
Sander gets the rebound, won't fall on the shot. Boy, nice job by Madden. Woodland says, leave me alone, I'll shoot it again.
And again?
No. Going to pass up that third one. A nice drive and scoop shot there, which won't be allowed by Jordan Ross.
Number 5, Larry Thompson into the game for Stephen Wright.
Woodland will sit down. Madden. Thompson in to replace him. Oh, great pass. Sander with the basket. Madden finds Sander. Sander makes the basket. Dylan Sander has just played a whale of a game.
Anytime you can make that penetration right down through the lane and you draw people to you, somebody's open, and he found Dylan Sander, and Dylan finished.
Pitsky. Thompson gets the rebound but steps on the end line.
Of course, Dylan's finished a lot tonight, so.
Yeah, he has. Back to that dunk that he made early in the game. The great pass, the catch in stride, and making that dunk. That was a thing of beauty.
It was.
Coming up on the 4-minute mark left in the game. Nnamdi Ozilio in the ball game, number 24. A great shot from the corner. That's Max Rickard. Rickard now with 12. Max Rickard over his season's average of 9.5 points. Ross. Now Sander. Thompson thinks about it. 8 seconds. Block is called on Rickard.
It wasn't a block, it was a smack. I mean, their bodies never touch, so I don't know what he was blocking.
Jordan Ross to trigger it in. Larry Thompson calling out a play. Inside, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
That was a travel.
Yeah. Good job right on the spot was Linwood Floyd saying, nope, you can't shuffle those feet. Back in the ball game is Kane Woodland. Woodland with 13 on the night. Quebec. Gives it up to Rickard, and here come the Cougars. Rickard is going to put it up from 3, front of the rim, no good. Rebound his brother, Oliver Rickard. Spinning one-hander, won't fall. Foul is going to be called against Fallston.
Number 10.
Against the Cougars, number 10, Paul
That's
Quebec.
his 5th.
Yep. Paul will exit with his 5th foul.
That was a quiet 5 fouls.
It was, yeah. I'm surprised. Gordon Lefkowitz coming in, number 20, to replace him. Gordon, a junior. Looking for 3. Around the rim. Woodland, the smallest man on the floor, gets the rebound. Steps out of bounds. It'll go to Fallston. Here comes Rickard. Navigating through players. Gets it to his brother. Oh, nice move by Rickard. Can't get it to fall. It gets his own rebound, and that won't fall either. And he's fouled as Dylan Sanders is going to pick up the foul. Not real happy about picking up that foul, you can tell. Rickard with 11, looking to add to that. Gets a pat on the hand from his brother. How many times do you think they played together in the backyard and growing up?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, and got the fighting or got in altercations between the two of them. I don't, yeah, you know.
Duramo comes in to replace Oliver Rickard. Sander from Woodland. Boy, what a combination, Woodland and Sander.
Yes. And then to have a kid who was shooting it like Larry Thompson tonight.
From the corner, looking for 3, it won't fall. Rebound, and the basket. Good job by Logan Schweitzer in the ball game. Gets a basket and will go to the line looking to make it an old-fashioned 3-point play. Dylan Sander will sit down, and again, I apologize profusely to Dylan for not giving him credit for some of the shots he made early on, as we had the incorrect number down for him. Dylan has played a wonderful, wonderful game, and he's showed Bob why he is considered to be maybe one of the best big men in the county.
Yeah, no question about that. Played well.
Schweitzer makes it. He's got that 3-point play.
I don't know.
Ten seconds on the shot clock. 5. Ooh. 2 seconds. Got to go up. Good if it goes. It will not go. Rebound to Fallston. Logan Schweitzer with the rebound. Nice step through. Tried reverse layup. It won't go. It was Michael Griffin, the freshman in the ball game. Again, number 42, a freshman, up from the JV. This is the first game he's played on the varsity level.
Yeah.
What a thrill, huh?
Absolutely. Since we're Edgewood guys, Don will give his dad, Matt, a shout outs, who was an Edgewood grad and an athlete.
At basketball, Lauderdale, by the way, Sean Lauderdale for C. Milton. Fouled on the way in.
Yep. 2-4.
Nate Decker.
2-4, yep.
Drew Rommel to trigger the ball in. 1 minute left in the game exactly. Logan Schweitzer looking for three, a long way out, won't go down. That was Nate Decker with that long three-point attempt.
It almost went in.
It did. Looked good all the way. 30 seconds coming up. Waste Knight's give and go spin. Travel is going to be the call. Bob, you mentioned that the depth on this team, I mean, whoever they bring in, they've all played well tonight. You can't really say anyone didn't have a good game for C. Milton Wright.
No. And they're just about at their scoring average, right?
Yeah. 20 seconds. Nice conversion. Good basket. Gordon Lefkowitz gets the basket. Mustangs content with that 75-57 win. That will be our final as C. Milton Wright wins its 12th game of the year. They go to 12-2. Fallston will sink to 6-8. 75-57. So Bob, we asked about playing 3 games and 3 nights all on the road. C. Milton Wright showed no ill effects tonight.
No. First of all, they're young.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it beats playing rather than practice.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you play a lot of players, it just gets them all excited and they get more adrenaline and they can play.
Well, 13 points for Kane Woodland. He showed his great play. Now 17 for Larry Thompson, who didn't score at all in that fourth period. Dylan Sander must have had at least his average 20 because we were giving some of those points to Leo Jones, so he probably had around his 20-point average. I'm impressed. C. Milton Wright is the kind of team I think that, you know, they've got size, they've got speed, they've got toughness, and Bob, the thing you mentioned, they've got depth.
Yeah, and they're you know, they run some stuff, they run some good stuff, and you know, they got some players, you know, they've got a shot. They've got a shot of getting, not only getting into the playoffs, but they've got a shot at moving along in the playoffs.
And very unselfish. This team looks for each other. You can tell they like one another. There's no clicks on the floor where, you know, I'm not going to give the ball to somebody because I want to score.
Let me tell you, I saw Lake Clifton play last week, and Lake Clifton played really well at Lake Clifton. And now I'm watching C. Milton Wright play, who beat Lake Clifton. And that's telling me a lot about the talent, the depth, the coaching, and whether they have a shot at playoffs or not. And they obviously do, because you know, Lake Clifton's a playoff team.
Yeah. As we said, the only 2 games they've lost all year, to Great Mills and to Edmondson. And as you said, beat Lake Clifton by 57-53 at Lake Clifton. So here they've come on the road, pardon me, 3 times this week and won all 3 games against Edgewood and Patterson Mill. Patterson Mill, who was undefeated in the conference before they lost last night.
And people don't know the Great Mills team that they lost to down in Southern Maryland. They have a good basketball program at Great Mills, and it's a really tough conference they play in down there with Thomas Stone and La Plata and Waldorf and Leonardtown and Huntingtown. You know, it's really good basketball down there.
Well, Bob McCone, I'm really happy we had a chance to see C. Milton Wright play. This team, you know, is a team that we have heard about all year and wanted to see them in person, and I don't think they've at all disappointed. Everyone played well tonight. They played as a team. They played hustle.
Yep.
And the third night playing on the road didn't seem to bother them at all.
No, not at all. So
congratulations to Coach Scott, Coach Mario Scott, who, again, in his second year has brought his experience, his knowledge, and his love of the game. You can just see how much he loves the game of basketball. Bob McCone, any final thoughts?
Nope, I thought it was, kind of the game that we expected, but I thought it was encouraging for Fallston because I thought they did a really good job. They got a lot of young kids that are going to make them a contender in the next couple of years. And Milton has a lot of young kids who are still going to be good, and they're going to be good. So it's good for Harford County basketball.
Absolutely. We again hope you've enjoyed tonight's game. 75-57. The Mustangs win again, winning their 12th game of the year. They're 12-2. They're actually 13-2 now. They're still undefeated in the Upback Chesapeake Conference. Fallston falls to 6-8. So again, hope you've enjoyed it. Don Morrison, my partner Bob McCone. We'll see you again real soon.